I am live, and it's not been recorded to StreamYard. Hmm. As soon as they offer me a better deal, I might do it. They did offer me one better deal, but it wasn't that much. Yeah, let's see if anybody notices I'm on here. Oh, where is my Bonnie tonight? Oh, where could she be? Howdy. Somebody came in. Somebody left. Yeah, somebody came in. Must be Melinda. Hey, I was right. It is Melinda. Hey, Melinda. How's your day going? Or how did it go, I should say. It's over with. Yeah, it's no time. I had a very boring day. Just went to I just went and did a test and came home. Hung out down at the barn for a little while. I'm back to the free version of StreamYard. Well, good. My chair always helps me. I get I find that chair, I find a way to go to sleep. It yeah. I clicked on something and I need to get back again. Hey Meg. There's Meg. Meg, you're shoveling snow yet? I hope not. I know a lot of people's getting snow. Is I was over there on LG's. LG was live, and I went over there, but and I typed a few things in there. I was busy. Wasn't able to sit there and just read what was going on. I was just listening for the most part. Well, I'm happy about that too. That little Dustin you got the other day, I was kind of like, oh, she's got to drive on that. Might look like a little bit, but it made the road slick. Makes you slow down a whole lot too, which wouldn't hurt you to do. Chris, Back in Dallas. Last 7 days in San Antonio. Well, was it fun down there? San Antonio. 11 days away from home. You're getting as bad as I am. Stay gone. Neil, I see you there, Neil. Neil, are you still on my? Have you still got the capability of coming in if you want to? I'm on the free one now. I hadn't looked to see if it changed the settings or reset everything or what it did. It's oh, you've been visiting family. That that old I spent yeah, Neil's still there. Uh 6 days. I spent 6 days I forget how many days I spent on at there you go, Neil.
Yep. Oh, it's still coming.
There you go, Neil. I didn't know when it switched me back if it would reset everything or if it would leave me alone, and it told me it wasn't recording anymore when I turned it on tonight. And of course it took the banner down. At the corn maze, I don't remember how many days I stayed at the corn maze. Not as many, I don't think. I know how Christine was there a month. uh, uh, but I spent 6 days, and back in the 1800s, I come home and I was trying to build a fire in the middle of the living room floor instead of like, I ain't got to do this no more. Yeah, Neil, you still plugged in? $10 and ready to go back to hotel. I don't know. I like having my kids and my grandkids all under the same roof, even if it's for 5 minutes. Uh, oh, you went Eric hunting. Yeah. Oh man, that's I I just wish I got in touch with the candle lady that last day she was there. I feel like I left it. I feel like I got left out. That's okay, Neil. We're here. You can jump in there and liven it up. At least you know you still got that option. There's Eric. Huh. Neil went Eric hunting without a license, hunting license. Meg's video will be out tomorrow. Turkey soup, chocolate chip, cookies. Oh, mercy. Eric, I think it might be a little below normal temperatures too right now. I do believe the water might be a little nippy to the toes right about now. What else if I plugged into the power outlet? Going into the 40s at night. Well, we've been going down in the low 20s. Yeah. I don't even have any idea what the temperature is now. Yeah, gonna get down to 24 tonight. Or yeah, by morning. Wednesday morning we'll wake up to 23. Thursday 25 and Friday 22. And the days that it's actually going to warm up into the 50s, they're calling for rain. 35, 70, and 60% chance. But next Monday, 70% chance of rain. I got a doctor's appointment. Doggone it. It's a low percentage. It's 30% through the biggest part of the day. So should be okay. Yeah, the 15 last night. Yeah. Ours have been riding about the same thing too, in the low 20s. You know, 20, 21, 22, right in that area. I'm out my front door, staring out onto the sidewalk. The major road, no snow. Yeah. Yeah, Neil don't have to shovel snow. 50. I see you're still going to be probably 10 degrees. 10 degrees warmer than we will be. Yeah. Our high tomorrow's 40. And it was 40 today. It was in the but I was out there in a short sleeve shirt. It was during the daytime it was nice. I liked it. Scott had a big coat on and coveralls on and everything, long sleeves, and I was in short sleeves. I grew up in New England. Yeah. Oh boy. Let's see. I was listening to LG tonight talking about she thinks her videos are bad. Worry about people. I keep hearing something. Neil. I'd like to have a little helper like she's got. I'll tell you what. She's a little feller. Comes and helps her. Did you get your little toesies cold? Yeah, she was live. She goes. I don't know what time she went live. 7 o'clock, something like that. I was. I didn't get in. Back in the house, I was outside. And I came in, pulled the pepper plants up today. Pulled them out of there. They're in my video for today. You got to see these things. Every YouTuber's channel starts off. I'll probably never make a great one, Neil. I don't try hard enough. I just do me. I mean, I hear about these people who spend. One person told me one time, it took me a half a day to finally come up with a thumbnail, and I'm like, huh? Why take that long for? Well, Neil, that's only because it is your fault. Neil, you're guilty and you know it. Don't be trying to weasel out of it. I don't blame nobody. I just state the facts. Well, it's mainly Neil. I mean, Neil is the one that gets us in trouble. Sitting up there on the roof of the car draws a lot of attention, you know. All right, Neil, I'm gonna fix you up. I'm gonna have to put something up there for you to hold on to. Maybe I'll find something that's wrong magnet with a pole on it or something you can just at least swing around on. No, 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 no. That would really get us in trouble with Neil up there. Because I think it's Peggy that's talking about he was up there one time with no clothes on and embarrassed all of us. And then we couldn't keep Melinda's head in the window. Yeah. I mean, he's had clothes hanging off the mirrors and everything else drying them out. Don't know how they got wet. I never got involved in that. Never wanted to know. And think about all the times. What was it, trip to Florida? How many times do we have to turn around and go back and pick up something he dropped? Hey, I don't know if I told y'all about this or not, but there's a lady up here at the gas station. And she was new, and I knew it. That's been a little ways, but back several weeks ago. And I saw her, and I saw, oh, a new victim working at the gas station. So I went in, and as I walked up to the cash register, and she started talking to me, and I looked over and looked down beside me, nobody there. And I said, "Would you quit being so rude?" and stuff like that. The lady's talking. Go ahead, ma'am. And I just acted serious, a heart attack. And this lady, she was like leaning over the counter, looking down. And I'm like, "Oh, quit hiding up under that shelf from her. Embarrassed now, ain't you?" Stuff like that. This lady, every time I walk in the door, she smiles. She cracks up. She goes, "Is he with you again today?" Uh, oh, she just so now every time I go in, I always go, "No, you got something at the dollar store. You don't get to get those nothing from here. Can't have something every time we stop." That's what I did the other day. And she goes, "You make my day every time you come in here." And she's just cracking up. That guy's a nut. And I'm sitting there going, "What? What's she talking about?" Just as serious I can be. I think the next time I go in, I'll be holding his hand, making him keep up with me. Act like he's trying to go the other way, and I'm pulling him down to the counter. Could you make it a Friday? I want to tell you, I went and done that test today, and I knew I had to do it on the 2nd of December. But I also, on the 3rd, we have a runoff election. I have to go vote on the runoff. And by the time I set out, I got to this place early and sat out there, watched some videos, and I'm sitting out there. I was looking over the candidate, the candidate that was running that I voted for on the first go round, and it's for the school board. And I was reading something that came in my mailbox. And by the time I got inside, because the runoff was on the 3rd, I was thinking it was the 3rd. And I go in there filling out the paperwork and writing the 3rd on everything. 12-3, 12-3, 12-3. Handed the paperwork back to the lady, and she goes, "Oh, you do know the day's the 2nd?" I said, "No, day's." Wait a minute. Yeah, I think you might be right. But I just got finished reading about it being the 3rd so many times that it was stuck in my head. And well, today is not Tuesday; it's Monday. It's dangerous. I have I've been doing what my doctors want me to do. I haven't been stressing my body out in any way. I've been in fact, I'm getting bored. I'm getting bored of myself. Neil, this time of year we want to see that sun rise more than we want to see it set, because once it sets, it gets colder. I went out the door and I'm like, I don't need no jacket. And then I thought, well, I better take my Eddie hoodie with me, just in case I don't get back before the sun starts to move to the west, because seems like it's so much colder then before it even goes down anyway. I don't stress nobody. I don't want people struggling with enough stress. uh, yeah, she's got a video coming out tomorrow. You have to wait for the sunset. I might have made a mistake. I don't know yet. But I ordered an upgrade for the Guinea Palace. So what's the update on what? It's in the video that's coming out tonight. If I tell you, you'll still watch the video because I know y'all. I'm a little worried about Bonnie. No sign of Bonnie. That don't mean nothing really in the long run at this point. Not for a few more days, because Bonnie could be in front of the barn tomorrow morning. I just hope she didn't get out and something grab her. We did have something that's grabbed a chicken, and I kind of agree with Scott. I think it was an owl. They got one of the chickens, but it wasn't. She got out. She broke out of the Guinea Palace. She didn't get taken. That's for sure. But I don't know if she's running around somewhere, or if she got out there and got running around and something got her. Let's hope for the ocean. um, Yeah, that sun goes down so quick now. You know, I was going to video it yesterday or today. I can't remember. I think it was yesterday. Blink of an eye, it was gone. I was like, dang, I missed it. Well, Peggy, you have to wait and see because I ain't really got it figured out in my head yet. I don't know. It's going to be different. Just put it that way. I don't know how I'm going to put it together yet, and uh, exactly how I'm going to fix it, but it's going to be different. Still going to have a run, but we're going to fix something up a little different. It's not exactly what I wanted to do, the way I wanted to do it, but I ordered this. I ordered what I ordered offline. That was on a cyber sale. Started and I did get it at a very, very good price. Even if it's cheaply made, it'll be okay. Won't be no big loss. But I was telling Scott this evening, I hadn't decided. I have to wait till I see what the material is, because I might have to. The way I want to set it up, I want the door to my advantage, and I might have to cut the material and then put some screw some boards around to make a hole in it for the Clyde, if Bonnie shows back up, and whoever else we put out there. I hadn't decided yet. I'd like to catch. We want to make sure. I want to make sure 100% that every guinea that I catch to put out there is going to be a female, because I got a thumbs down. Thanks a lot. Now, how did I get a thumbs down? I didn't do that. Huh. Don't forget the drawbridge. uh, I want them all females in there, and we're going to have to catch them talking to know for 100% fact that it's a female. And nab her. I think I'm going to get me a water gun with some blue dye or something, some kind of water dye to squirt. If I see it sitting in there, we can pick it up and squirt it and hit it. That way we got it marked. Now we go in there and catch it, because they all look alike. You had to really spend a lot of time with one of them guineas to really get to know that guinea well enough to be able to tell them apart. And then yet sometimes if they're not standing in the right way or the right position, you don't know which one's which. I can still pick out Henry down there. Henry's got this one little thing that none of the rest of them have on his feathers that I can spot. And I spotted him the other day, I think on video when I was talking. I think I said there he was, because he was sitting up there turned to the right of me, and I was able to see it. Oh yeah, yeah. And hey Christina, there's Christina. Did y'all finish your schoolwork? But I want to get as it'll be one at a time, but I'll catch them, and yeah, for the night. Catch them and Have you got any hair left in your head? And get them in the new palace. I've been putting it off because I want to plan on doing what I'm going to do. Yeah, shit. They had day and night school today. She called Neil. She called me, and apparently, while she was holding the phone, she had a handful of her hair that she pulled out because when she put it up to talk, it kept I kept getting my nose tickled by. Thought it was a feather at first, but it was a handful of hair that she pulled out of her own head. Going to your school. Well, good. But once I get the palace fixed the way I want it, then I'm gonna start moving them, catch them, seek and find and catch and move. Christopher said hello now. I was editing my video. I fell asleep. Christina called and woke me up. I convinced myself while talking to her that I needed to get up. So I got up and ran to the dollar store. And on the way home, I saw a police car with somebody pulled over on 90. Well, I thought it was on 95, but it was actually in the gas station parking lot down on the end down there. And I had to whip over there in case there was something to video, So apparently he didn't even write a ticket. He just had to talk with them and let them go after he run their license plate and everything. I've caught a few good little videos with our local police. Yeah, well, one time across from the fruit stand over on the service road on the other side, they had the car stopped, and there was this little kid in there, and this kid gets out and kicks the police officer. Leave my daddy alone. And then another officer ended up taking the kid, and they were skipping, like two little school kids skipping down the side of the road together. I thought that was cool. And yeah, but I don't want to put something out there locally that identifies some kid and his parents getting in trouble. But One minute you got one officer rubbing his leg and hopping around on one leg because he got kicked, and then you got another one skipping with the kid going to the car, going to another car. But I told the sheriff, I said, that's where they made the kid feel a lot better and more comfortable anyway, because he was skipping with the kid and having fun. And there's a lot of rural TV shows on TV lately. Yeah, I run across these history ones on Facebook quite often. Uh, just scroll through the History Channel thing that I used to watch on there all the time. Used to look at, and then I send them to you for him to look at. Christina, I hope you're showing them all to him. I forget what the last one was. It was history. He might be on TV one day. The kid that knows more history of trains than anyone. What I'm trying to think who we missing. Who's got a wrench that's not here? Somebody's missing. Oh, maybe not. Well, GFF has one. Yeah, Tina's missing. Well, it's really too early for her anyway. She's a much later person. I think we got all the ranches except for GFF. And I have got to study StreamYard a lot more. I really got to sit down and just play with it one day. I got to learn how to put pictures and stuff up on the screen. And I kind of looked it over once or twice, but just never figured out where it was at. And I wonder if I just found it. No. Nope. Uh-uh. Yeah, I need to. Well, I guess I just need to Google. I found out I can Google what I want to do and then figure it out from there. But some I need I think some things you just can't do unless you're on a regular computer. Am I right, Neil? Yeah. Well, see, I'm on my tablet. Can't even. Apparently, I can't even do it on my tablet. I've got private chat. So many things. I can't get out of this one. But I can get back to comments. There we go. Did I miss him? I don't know. Doctor said about your brain scan. I don't know, Melinda. That'll go to my heart doctor. I haven't heard nothing. And the one I did today will go to my regular doctor. And then next Monday, I go back to the eye doctor again. Tablets, you just saying, okay. It changed the shape. Huh? Shaping my words. Okay. Oh. Maybe where you read it. Well, Neil, I would first have to know how to send it to you. On here, he couldn't see me. Neil's crazy. Oh, yeah. Everybody getting the results of everything other than me. I didn't get nothing from anybody on neither one of them. But of course, he needs to talk to the brain surgeon before that. That's what he wanted, was to get the scan to get his opinion. Whether or not this, that, and the other, or what, how dangerous things would be. Email. Duh. Thank you, Neil. When you were trying something. Oh, you talking about the cross the path? Oh, I can still do that. You mean what I'm saying going across the bot? You've got it where you can read it, what I say, across the page. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. They always want a whole bunch of mine at one time, every time, Neil. They don't want a little bit. They don't want to, here, let me prick your finger and get just a little bit. No, no. That lady told me, the last one, what was it? That poked me, put that IV in. She goes, "Oh, you got some tissue scar there, don't you?" And I'm like, "Well, probably so, as many times as y'all poke me." Uh, she says, "Well, I feel a little pushback and a little pop." I was like, "Yeah, I guess you did." Oh, I got you, Chris. Getting samples. Used to be him. That's right, Eric. There's something fishy going on. They want they think they and the things used to be about that long, right? Little valves, that they pull a little bit of blood in it, and shake it and stuff. But now it's that long, and they act like they ain't got enough then. I don't think so, Neil. Other well, I got Neil's. Uh, got my banner, my name. That StreamYard sticker's back up there instead of my picture. That's why I wondered if it reset everything. Uh, I've got banners, huh? Hmm. Okay. Well, oh, yeah. No, I made that go away, Neil. I had a picture of me up there, and I had a picture of me and my grandkids up there one time, and I could move that banner, move that up there. Now, if I do that one, oh, with the free version, yeah. Yeah. I think I can make. Did I make that bigger a while ago by clicking classic? That's what I want right there. Oh, cool. That's the one I can see the best right there. Okay. Yeah. Meg takes vitamins, Peggy. She's talked about them before. Thing. See, I do listen sometimes. But I'm not interested in giving them any more vampire food. I don't even know. I need to have a heart to heart on whether or not I even want to do anything with this heart doctor or not. He don't seem to be in a hurry, and uh, but I prefer not to do it. And Christina said you can't stay on the nitroglycerin pills forever, but I know somebody that took them for a long time when they needed them. That's the only time you take them. You don't take them every day. Uh, but I know somebody that always, you know, use one quite often for a long, long time. I don't know. I have to wait and see. I have to wait until I talk to somebody, see what we're going to do. Well, let me see. Let's see if well, did I do something to hold up my? Oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe subscriptions, maybe 2 or 3. Yeah. Well, no, I don't want to do that neither. You know, I told him this last time that he wanted to know how long it took one to work, and I'm like, I don't know. I ain't timed it. Uh, I said I can tell you. I've sat down from the time I took it and sat down. I usually fall asleep. It makes me real tired, and I fall asleep pretty quick. Uh, but you know, 15 minutes, I'm back up again. But the last one I took, I kind of timed it, and I purposely wanted to see when I actually felt the pain go away, not have no more. And it was about 4 minutes. Uh, So now I got a time to give him that I think that it took how long for it to take effect to make me feel better. Uh, well, they didn't create my problem, my newest problem, and uh, it started on its own. I tried to ignore it. Uh, and I went to the point that one day I went to my knees and decided I better go see a doctor. When it hits me hard. Yeah, we need to get that truck sold there. Tell that guy he ain't doing his job. He needs to beef that truck up, make it stand out. I figured our truck would sell pretty quick. Uh, Been a stick and all. Now the only thing I've done that I didn't understand why, and that was today. I hadn't had no problems. Uh, uh, Whatever. I hope I never find that out, Meg. Uh, I don't think I'm ever gonna get old. I might get lazy. I might want to call myself lazy, but yeah, I really figured her. I figured her little truck would sell pretty quick, being a stick shift. I mean, it's a lot of people don't know how to drive them, but there's a lot of people looking for them too. Uh, Peter's little car that broke down was a stick, and that's all she wanted. She wanted another stick because and they're getting hard to find. That's why I figured it would sell quick. If you never had, oh, I've already got one bill. Believe me. uh, I never had any heart problems until. Yeah, and especially in snow country. I mean, they got these 18 wheelers out there now with all these companies are going to automatics. Well, if I was able to start driving again, first of all, if I drove for somebody, it would have to be a stick. There ain't no way I'm driving an automatic 18 wheeler. And No, because I can tell you right now, if it wasn't for I had a 15 speed, 18 speed. I had once upon a time uh, twin sticks, and if it wasn't for that, I'd be up there in the Northwest and Washington State and up in that part of the world, up in uh, Meg's part of the world. If I hadn't had a stick, I wouldn't have. I would have lost it because the way I recovered it was with the stick shift. $10 appointment if they want to create something to treat. Ooh, I'll be. I'll be going, nope, 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 nope. That ain't wrong with me. I'm out of here. I tell you what, you got to be careful doing that Googling stuff because you can make yourself sick reading some of the symptoms that you might have and what causes it. Next thing you know, you have 4 diseases right there. You know. I'm hoping I adjust to this because, he moved my medicine from 30 milligrams to 60 milligrams. And I'm hoping I adjust to it because I hadn't yet. I mean, I still don't feel right. I'm tired more. And once I get that balanced out, I think I'll be all right. I mean, from what I understand, the heart has more than one valve. And just because one of them is stopped up doesn't mean the rest of them can't take care of business. Yeah. But I got my string back in my eye again. Doggone it. It was looking good there for a while. That doctor was so proud of himself when I talked to him. I knew we could fix it. uh, so I need more space for medical records. Neil. Well, mine has grown quite a bit in the past year. Because they don't know what to say. Because one thing I hear quite a bit, McQueen, howdy, welcome. Uh, uh, I hear quite a bit was, well, yeah. They always throw that age thing in there, and I always throw the same thing at them. I'm going like, well, 35 is still a little too early, don't you think? Wow. Have your own filing cabinet. Imagine that. Well, I keep it up. I'll have one of my own, Neil. So they'll be, you know, I don't know. About the time you think everything's okay, something else happens. My son goes, when we were talking one day, he goes, "Oh, Daddy, you hadn't had no heart problems in the past." I said, "No, I sure hadn't." I'm like, okay. Because he knew, he knows I got the brain tumor. He knows about my eyes. He knew about my hearing problems and that I had. And oh, you never had no heart problems. Yeah, you're right. I never did. Oh, can imagine having a file cabinet all to yourself. But they do, Neil. They do accumulate a lot of paper over one little thing. But then they want to send you something and tell you, "Go green. Don't use paper." They had that. Nowadays, they won't use paper, and they'll have to upgrade the internet to hold all of mine. No, need a bigger computer for him. Pretty soon, you got his own computer. Yeah. Well, anyway, let's see. Uh, Went and got some trickle chargers today. I got Scott one and put it in the seat of his truck so he'll find it. And when he goes to leave next time in his truck, or go over to the 120. Got to double that bill, pay for that gas. I'll tell you a funny one. I paid on one of my uh, visits to the doctor. Didn't know what the total was going to be, but I made a payment on it. Well, it left me owing something. And when I left, I didn't know how much more it was going to be. And well, about a week later, I get this email that says something about payment. Well, I was at Audubon, and I just couldn't get a good enough signal to really, keep it. I think I was at Audubon. I was at one of the places, and to really look at it, didn't have time. Didn't feel like it. Was too tired. Too much to do. Uh, and uh, well, I got a payment. It said a payment arrangement. Well, I still got it. What is that? How did that? Did I keep that? My video is 82% loaded. It said I must not have kept it. Yeah. Anyway, one was saying an offer for a payment arrangements agreement. Well, I never said nothing about no payment arrangement agreement, but I didn't get to look at it that day. That was just a title on it. The next day, I got another one that said had been withdrawn. I'm like, okay, I never asked for it. But it reminds me, I got to write them a check. I don't know. I don't know, but $75 more. Uh, a Tesla. Well, say, how much owe you, Doc? Okay, you can come over and plug your car in for the next week, Yeah, they have allowed a lot to happen that shouldn't happen. Definitely. What if you have to actually go in and see the doctor, what's the longest you ever had to wait? Call and make an appointment and have to wait in order to physically go in and see the doctor. Yeah, I hear you, Peggy. I do too. 2 weeks. Well, I had I don't know how long it was. I don't remember how long it was, but I called. I was thought I was coming down with a cold or the flu or something, and I'd been sick for close to a week, and I called and said, "Oh, I got to give up. I got to see the doctor." I said, "I need some antibiotics or something for this." I ended up with sinus and clogged up and everything, and thought I had a sinus infection, and she told me how long it was going to be before I could see it. And it was like the next month. And I was like, what? No, don't make that appointment. I'll be well or dead by then. One of the two, so it won't matter. Yeah. So she goes, well, okay, if you change your mind, call me back. Well, now they've my insurance has a uh, where you can call into a nurse or a doctor or something. Well, I don't use it. I said, if they can look on the internet and go, stick your tongue out. Oh yeah. Oh, lean a little bit more that way. And then ask me, do you got a flashlight? 6 weeks. Yeah. And I know that one time was about a month, and I just said, don't even bother. By then, I'll be well, or I'll be either well or gone, one of the two by then. If I got to suffer that much longer, then I probably don't need to see the doctor. Yeah. Well, emergency rooms around here would too, but uh, my emergency room bill's pretty hefty. They make it so you don't want to go if you don't have to. Yeah, but I'm always having sinus problems. I've had sinus problems for uh, a long time. I don't take nothing for it except for certain time of the year. I might use an inhaler a few times to try to clear it up, try to where I can breathe better. And I'll take something for it. But if you keep taking stuff for it over and over and over, your body just gets, immune to it. Yeah. But I'm always, of course, I probably got a lot of blockage going on up here. That's every time they used to do an MRI, there was always be a lot of stuff in my head up here on this side. Ginger and honey drink. Hmm. Not anymore. Yeah. See, I don't. I I have to be at a certain point before I do anything like that, like B12 and stuff. I think, I think it can be just as harmful to do it when you don't really need it as it is, you know, uh, not to do it when you really need it. Vice versa. And I don't like shots anyway, so that keeps me from wanting to do it anyway. She'll tell me sometimes something got steroid shot or something, and she'll go, "I can give you a shot and it'll work a lot faster." And I go, "Give me the pill. I'll suffer a few more days. Just give me the pills." Yeah, but you got to buy them from the right place, Peggy. Uh, you get it from the wrong place, you don't get the dosage you think you're getting. I guess you could say, like across this counter stuff, Walmart and all that. Nah, these pharmacists be one. I remember always getting them vitamins for my son and stuff, and Flintstone vitamins and all that kind of stuff. And come to find out, I was wasting my money. I wasted my money all that time. Well, you know, I've always been that way about shots. I don't. I'd rather not have a shot. I know I've told you a story about where I showed you where that doctor's office was in the basement there in St. Paul, Virginia, when I was a kid. That's the one I come running out of and running around in front of that bank. My papa right behind me, running me down, taking me back. Oh, I could literally see that happening while I was standing there, coming up them steps from sitting on that back wall in that room down there. Just, oh, I tell you what, got some good memories in that part of the world. Y'all, how long have I been on here? Hour and almost an hour and a half. Whoa, that's a long time. It's short compared to some other times, though, ain't it? When well, let's see. Don't know where Bonnie is. We're hoping Bonnie just pops up. Be honest with you. Went by Brandon's favorite store today. Didn't find nothing I wanted. Just walked around and couldn't video in there because of the music. But it's been a long day, but it's been a short day. Just seemed like it took forever for it to happen, but once I was in the house and it was done, it was like, oh, that went by pretty quick, really. But it just seemed like it took forever for that point to get to that point. Well, we never know, Peggy. Our freeze warning overnight. Well, it's going to be in the low 20s here, but they ain't give us no freeze warning. It'll get back up to about 40 and tomorrow by probably 11 o'clock or so, 12. No, that can't be right. It'll probably be 2 or 3 o'clock before it hits the high. Can you get the B12 in a liquid form? Not a pill? You probably absorb that. Everybody's using the same app. See that? That means one don't know what the other one's doing. In her shoulder. Well, that tells me something right there. Last time I got one of them shots, and it's been a long time ago, she wanted to see the cheek right there. That just goes to show. Yep. She could have told me to do that right there. Tells me a lot about my doctor. She's something else. I had a nurse one time tell me, I'm sure this is going to hurt me more than it does you. I said, well, then let me stick you because I don't want you to hurt any worse than I do. I would be worried. As I had 3 of them. Yeah. Well, let's see. I'm going to. Sure, it's taking a long time. But I'm up to 96% on my boring video. I'm gonna get off here and go lay down. And my doctor says, don't have no stress on your body. Look, I'm gonna do what I want to do. That's right. Yeah. That's like getting get a scratch. Somebody says, you get a tetanus shot. Are you crazy? No. Cause of a little scratch? Nah. Start cleaning it out and keeping medicine on it. Some antibiotic cream on it. And if that don't cure it, it was a lot worse than anybody ever knew. Neil, you're gonna have to make my grandson uh, a video about a train, man. You're just gonna have to go out. You're gonna have to get out and go video a train. Nothing but a train. He talks about you seeing that whatever that train is. He talks about and stuff. And Neil's going to this, and Neil's going to that. He's brought that up several times to me. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's excited about it. I wonder if you could trick him. What do you think the odds are you could trick him? Do you think you could do it, Neil? Do you think you could film some train that's similar or something, and tell him that's it? You think he'd believe it? You think he'd call you out on it? I tell you what, he describes things that you don't even see on when you look at the train. Well, that next year, well, that's just 30 days away, you know. Next year will be here in 30 days, Neil. Yeah. I mean, he knows which way the levers go and which way they're supposed to flip, left and right, up and down, in and out. I mean, you're like, he can't be right about all this, but yeah. Yeah, he really surprises me. I wish he. Well, I hope he does take that kind of interest in a lot of other things. You too, Eric. I'm fixing to get off here myself. Uh, God bless. Take care, Eric. Stay warm. Yeah, who knows? He might design the next train. No, train we never seen before. That's probably true. That's why I don't want him to go over, at least not till he gets a lot older. Yeah, he loves them. He loves them. Oh, he loves them steam engines. But I'm gonna get off here. It was good to see all of you. I just thought I'd jump on for a few minutes, and it's done been over an hour and a half. And it's good to know Neil can still jump right in StreamYard with me. And I was kind of worried about that a little bit. It's just random things I do. You too, Chris. God bless everybody. Keep on smiling. Jesus loves you. Good night.